LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Okay, folks, let me tell you dudes something. I'm going to tell you dudes something right now, okay? I told y'all that I was going to keep calling ESPN, and I'm going to call ESPN every chance I get. Every time I get a break, I'm going to call ESPN. Now, it's getting hot and heavy. Today is Tuesday. Undisputed and First Take, neither one of them have put Amanda Nunes on their show. And I'm sorry, I know some of y'all, well, it takes a little bit of time, but you know what? When Ronda Rousey, when she won her last bout, and who did she beat? She beat Betch Corhale, the last person she beat. Oh, they had her on shows immediately. People reached out. They was talking to Amanda. They was talking to Ronda. Oh, yeah, they reached out to Ronda immediately. But for some reason, ESPN and Undisputed, they hadn't reached out to Amanda yet. Maybe they have behind the scenes that I don't know about. But it's really hard for me to believe that Amanda, if they reached out to her, Amanda Nunes would not take those interviews. Matter of fact, I know she would. Because Amanda Nunes is trying to build her own brand. She's trying to get her name out there. So I would be willing to bet. I'd be willing to bet that Amanda Nunes most definitely wants to do interviews right about this time. She's going to want to. So, this is leading me to believe that these folks at these networks, ESPN and Undisputed, they're dragging their heels. I wonder why. Because the great hype job, Ronda Rousey got knocked out again. And you look at the Twitter timelines. You go look at these guys' Twitter timelines. Everybody is hush-hush about it. The last time I checked, maybe they have said something since then, but these guys are hush-hush. I know, because I've been checking. And I've been wanting to see what Skip Clueless and Stephen A. Stupid would say. Now, these two are on totally different networks. Okay, they're on totally different networks, but see, both of them rode shotgun for Ronda Rousey. Oh, yeah, they did. And they were the main ones putting the hype behind her. Now, I'll give it to Skip credit. Skip credit did predict Amanda would win. Skip did. Okay? But Skip still was hyping her up. You can tell, it killed Skip Bayless to say that Amanda Nunes would win. Oh, it killed him. But he said it anyway. Okay? He said it anyway. But he didn't want Amanda to win. He didn't. Because they know, man, they hyped this girl up. And now they got to eat this crow. And I think even Shannon Sharp would probably just destroy Skip Bayless and maybe even say so. I know if I was on one of them shows, I'd be like, look, you and Stephen A. Stupid. If I was Max Kellerman, I'd say, look, you and Skip Clueless. You guys hyped up Ronda Rousey all this time, and she went in there and got annihilated. And if I'm on Undisputed, I say, Skip Clueless, look at you. You and Stephen A. Stupid. You guys hyped up Ronda Rousey, and look, Ronda Rousey got beat down. Ronda Rousey got beat into submission. That's what I would say to y'all. That's what I would say if it was me. Okay, if it was me, the coach. If it was the coach, and if the coach was, pretty much doing his thing on one of them shows, that's what I would do. But I'm not. But you can tell, man. See, I'm gonna keep making these phone calls. I done made 5 phone calls already, ESPN, and I'm finna start my first phone call to Fox. And I'm going to ask, why on God's green earth, it's Tuesday, why isn't Amanda Nunes on the show? And it don't take that long. I know, I got a friend that works for ESPN, and he does some of the graphics that come on the screen, like when you see a lot of those neat little graphics and things that pop up on the screen. Well, he does those for ESPN. And of course, he works on the inside of ESPN, and he said that it really don't take that long to get them on the show. He said it don't. He said it depends, okay? It depends. He said normally, though, if it was a Saturday, he said Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest, they can be on the show. And he said even as early as the next day they on the show. He said it just depends. It depends on how fast they want to get the person on the show. Now, see, this is a friend of mine. We went to high school together, and we stayed in contact, and he is a graphic thing. He does the graphics at ESPN. They pay people to do that, too. I don't know if y'all knew that. But this is what he said. But it's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Didn't I tell y'all that Amanda Nunes is not going to get no respect? They not going to spend money on her. You're not going to see any Amanda Nunes billboards. You're not going to see Amanda Nunes' face on the side of a bus. You might not even see her in a magazine. You might see her in a news article if you check online. That's about it. And Dana White was saying, yeah, everybody know who Amanda Nunes is. Not really. Not really. If I honestly go and ask random people, they're going to be like, no. Now, they still know who Ronda is because Ronda been the one publicized so much. Imagine what he could get. He's stupid. Dana White is really dumb because he don't really, in my opinion, he don't know who he got in Amanda Nunes. You could build her and people like Cyborg, you can build them up as these unstoppable forces. Like, you can build them up. And you can literally build them up and then people will pay to see that. But it's almost like this guy, he's catering to just the people that want to see the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Folks, that's just how it is. Whether y'all like it or don't like it, that's just the way that is. That's who they cater to. I mean, you know, I ain't being mean, I ain't being funny. That's just how it is. And, you know, minorities and people of color, nope. Ain't gonna be a whole lot of billboards. I know some of y'all say, what about Cormier and John Jones? Honestly, John Jones was just that good. He was really that good that people know about him. But still, you know, they still didn't push John Jones and Daniel Cormier out as much as I would like to see him do it. Not really. And there are some fighters that they pushed out. Like, there are some fighters that they pushed real hard. There are some fighters, and you know, I can't even say McGregor because I have to say McGregor is at least wanting to take a tough fight. And if he fight Tyron Woodley, y'all, we can like Conor McGregor, hate him, but he ain't afraid to get in there, okay, with a tough fight. I mean, I think he's worked hard and earned that stuff. I think Tyron Woodley, but, you know, with that being said, you know, Tyron Woodley is a good champion. But notice, they're not really pushing him. I'm just saying, in the UFC, it's not going to compute. If you're a minority, if you're a person of color, it's just not going to happen. Okay? It's just not. They're not going to put you on that pedestal. They're not going to do it. Because now you're not catering to the people that want to see the blonde hair and the blue eyes. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. You're not catering to them. But see, now, since they can't beat Amanda in the octagon, you know it's coming. See, they're going to start making references about her sexuality. And then you're already seeing people talking about now Amanda Nunes is not even a woman, that's a man. Okay? I mean, I see the comments, and I see people dropping videos saying that Amanda Nunes on steroids. You know that's happening. You know that's going to happen. Amanda Nunes on the steroids, but ain't nobody say nothing about Julia Budd when she got popped. Not one video. I did, though. I did. The coach did. Ain't nobody say nothing about that when Julia Budd got popped. Ain't nobody say nothing with Ashley Evans Smith. Yeah, it was a diuretic, but ain't nobody say nothing when she got popped. Not really. I mean, she got a suspension. All of that went down, but nobody still said much about Ashley Evans Smith. Not really. Now, Cyborg get popped for a diuretic. Almost the same thing. They both took diuretics. They weren't the same class of diuretics. It was a diuretic, nonetheless. If you're a minority, a person of color, it's just, you're not green. You got to put this in terms of dollars and cents. I tried to tell y'all. I told y'all in another video that it's about the dollars and cents. It's about the money. And if Brazilians and people of color were a big hot seller, then they will promote more people of color. That's just how it is. Until the fan base really begins to marinate into the other minorities, that's probably how it's going to be. But, you know, now there, look up, a lot of minorities do spend a lot of money watching UFC bouts. And I'm just saying, if minorities really pulled their dollars out of the UFC and stopped supporting them, then they would have to. I mean, they would literally have to give everybody the same, type of press. They'd have to. But see, I don't know, because the fans are so pleased with the product that it's not going to be a lot of people pulling their money out of the product. It's just not going to happen. But prepare Amanda Nunes, because they're going to do everything they can to put you out there. That's what they're going to do. They're going to do everything. They're going to say everything. And they're going to point blank tell you that you're not going to be a good champion. They're not going to push your name. You're going to have to make your own name good. You're going to have to do some stuff. You got to think outside the box. And that's just how it is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.